To make this video more easy to follow, I made different tiers to categorize the difficulty of fighting each character. So let's start off with the first tier, Guaranteed Win. This means the character in question is so weak as fuck, any fight with them will result in your win. In this tier we have Chihiro, Himiko, Hyoko, Ibuki, Mahiru, Shuichi, and Teruteru. All these characters are in this tier because of their small size and extreme lack of fighting skills. Chihiro, Himiko, and Hyoko are the three weakest characters in the series due to their small size. Punching them once will instantly knock them out. You can also hurt their feelings by calling them a girl, flat, or bullying them. Ibuki is gullible, and simply telling her to turn around and punch you on the back of her head is enough to win a fight against her. Toko will on her way. That's all I have to say, it's an instant win. And lastly, Mahiru, Shuichi, and Teruteru are not stupid but don't know how to fight. Shuichi got knocked the fuck down by a single punch from a sick guy, Mahiru is a woman, and lastly Teruteru who got punched in the air by a 5'4" gamer girl. If you're a guy, give up. If you're a girl, Teruteru will forfeit instantly for you because of how much of a simp he is. Soft counter plus, meaning the character you're fighting is at a massive disadvantage due to a special condition they have, may it be their physical size, disability, or pronoun. Sayaka, Tsumugi, Miyu, Mikan, Hifumi, and Hiro. These characters are all mentally unstable, physically unable to fight, use pronouns, or are actually stupid. Sayaka is a complex character. She's mentally unstable and therefore chooses a professional athlete who is several times stronger than her as her target for murder. Therefore, you only have to dodge once and boom, stab the motherfucker. Tsumugi is a Danganronpa fan. A single image of her present father is enough to make her realize how much of a failure she is and why her father left at age 16. While she is vulnerable, immobilize her. Miyu got in on her head when she was young, causing the wrinkles on her eyes. She's unstable and by saying anything remotely appealing to her, she will go in nympho mode. And that's your cue to betray her and bonk her to horny Jill. Mikan, oh this one is fun, is an emotional mess. She would start crying over the smallest of things. Neutral plus, meaning the fight will mostly be on neutral grounds, but still leaning more to your favor due to the nature of the character. Hajime's Kaede, Angie, Chiaki, and Celestia are all in this tier. Hajime is tanked a punch from the ultimate boxer, however he does not know how many sides an octagon has. Therefore your chance on winning will actually determine based on your own strength, since this will be a fair fist fight. Kaede is a woman who will rip your intestines out and use them as a jump rope unless you land the first hit on her. Angie, well, let's just say she will use your blood too. Angie's like Ibuki, a goofball, so a single punch will knock her out. Chiaki is like Sans Undertale, unhittable until she falls asleep. So then you can her. Celestia is a fragile but mentally unstable. Therefore you have to bait her. With money. Fair fight! Just you and them. Equal rights means equal lefts. Ahua ahua and Aoi. Ahua ahua and Aoi have two weaknesses that they make up for the strength and speed. Leon, woman, Aoi, donuts. Neutral minus, meaning this fight will mostly be on neutral grounds, but still leaning more to the favor of other characters due to the complexity and uniqueness of the character. Tenko, Kyo, Taka, Fuyiko, Ryoma, Mondo, and Gundam. Tenko, Taka, Fuyiko, and Mondo all have a fighter's background. 1v1 against them and you will probably lose. So you need to use a different strategy. For Tenko, you just have to be a woman. I'm not joking, she's a feminist. I don't need to elaborate further. Taka, mention his dark background of his family. He will easily suffer from PTSD and either turn into Ishida and rub your lungs out, or will go into boo boo wah 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 mode and that will be your moment to strike. Fuyika and Mondo both don't fight women, so that's a win for you if you're a woman. But what is a woman? You see, a woman. Or if you're a guy, mention their dead sibling. And just pull the same thing you did to Taka on them. Now for Kyo, Ryoma, and Gundam, things are starting to get tricky. Kyo is moralist, Ryoma is suicidal, and Gundam has control over his hamsters which he uses in battle. Being a woman, boo, bad, Kyo will kill you. By a guy, he probably gets no diff if you use rope. He likes rope. Just tell him you want to experiment a rope technique on him and he will happily oblige. Then, Ryoma will probably love it when you kill him. And for Gundam, you're screwed for the next Razors. Gundam is not necessarily strong, but he has the largest survival instinct of every ultimate on this list. Pay good attention to his 4 hamsters, these will keep his offense and defense up. The moment he says I'm out on you, strike! Soft counter minus. These characters have an unfair advantage over you due to the special training they have, items they possess, or due to their talent. In this tier we have Akane, Byakuya, Kyoko, Sonia, Peko, Keiji, Maki, and Kokichi. Akane, Byakuya, Sonia, Maki, and Kyoko are all fully trained fighters. Akane's weakness is food, but at the same time she eats everything she sees to replenish her strength. This strategy is a double-edged sword. You need to knock her out with one hit after baiting her with food, otherwise she will wail on you. Byakuya, money, it's pain to win. Sonia is a military princess. She has access to guns on top of her martial arts training. 4 steps on beating her. 1. Ask her to show you her gun collection. 2. Ask her if you can hold one. 3. Shoot! 4. Go back to step 1 if she refuses. Maki. Hug. This is the closest anyone got to Maki, ever. Just hug her. You literally have 3 seconds before she kicks your head off your torso, so immobilize her by using a takedown technique at that moment. Kyoko mentions she's fatherless. This will either do nothing as Kyoko does not use pronouns, or send her in an emotional rage, which will be her exact moment to strike. Peko, Keiji, and Kokichi are all different fighters. Peko uses a wooden sword. She is already at advantage because of this. You have to Keiji mention he shot a guy. His trauma will kick in. Wow, I shot a guy. Boo, I want to kill myself. Kokichi. Kokichi is a tricky character. This 5'1" gremlin knocked out a guy twice his size. He outruns mostly everyone and his small size makes it hard to hit him. On top of that, he fights dirty. You need to fight dirty as well to beat him. So, first of all, you need a gun to near impossible. In this category, you're either fighting the strongest human alive, or there aren't any resources or tactics and humanly possible for you to win. You either have to resort to cheap underhanded tactics, or straight up have to cheat to win. Kaito, Impasta, Nekomaru, Gonta, Kirumi, Mukuro, Sakura, and Kibo. You might be wondering why Kaito, a sick dude, is so high in this list. Easy, Kaito never gives up. It's impossible to kill him. The impossible is possible. So tell him you have a cure for his incurable disease and that's when you strike him. Impasta is able to change appearances and copy set characters' abilities. There's a key to beat him however, and that's by luck. You have to hope he either disguises himself as a weak character on this list or use no disguise at all. Nekomaru needs to shit every 5 minutes. The best chance of you winning this fight is to wait when he is done eating. He will need to shit in a few minutes and after that time span, you will have a vulnerable Nekomaru just waiting for you to knock him out. But be aware, as Nekomaru has a self-destruct mechanism which he is not afraid to use. Gonta is physically the strongest character in Danganronpa, but also the most kind-hearted. So drink some tea with him, talk about bugs, ask him which bug is the most poisonous, and release 1,000 of those bugs in his room. Kirumi is an unstoppable maid. Therefore, to win the fight, you must just order her to kill herself. Mukuro is the ultimate soldier who never sustained a single injury. But she does have a weakness. Her sister. Nah, you can't disguise as her sister and get close to her. That's impossible. You're too ugly for that. Sakura, the strongest human alive. Gun. Kibo is a robot with a self-destruct button on his chest. Just press that. And lastly, we have the not possible tier. Joko Enoshima because she's the ultimate analyst. She can predict every single move that you want to do. Therefore, it is impossible to get closer because she will already have predicted your entire plan by just looking at you. And Rentaro Amami because he's the ultimate survivor. But he died first, so that's fucking hilarious.